channel. If you are brand new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way you know when I post. So I decided to include this in my Researching the Soul series. And if you are brand new here, basically what this series is, I'm just going full force into my love for dance. And I've been dancing for only 3 years, which isn't really that long. And over those 3 years, I really just focus on my mental health, and just how that affects me. Since I've been going into this series, I've really been focusing on something different. So I've been really focusing on my physical health and generally how my technique looks. Like, I'm really paying really painful attention to it now. I didn't really much back then because, again, it was just my therapy. I only cared about how it made me feel, but right now I actually want to be good at what I do. So that's why I decided to do this as my series, and so far I have expanded my schedule, talked to you guys a little bit about how I got into dance, because I feel like that would help you. I feel like that would be easier to take along the journey, so that way you kind of know where I'm coming from. So yes, so for this video I'm talking more about the physical health side, and one thing I've been really getting into is just the post-dance self-care. As you know, I am a huge stan for self-care, but just in particular, what I'm really focusing on here is just taking care of sore muscles and all that, really actual physical health. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So one thing that's really important, especially when you're building muscle, is your protein intake. And if you're like me, I am a huge picky eater, and I kind of just eat whatever I want. That's just how I am. And I usually don't like to eat before class because I'm afraid of getting sick. I usually maybe I'll have a one bite of something just to completely hold me over, and I don't know, I feel just a little bit. But normally when I get home, I am starving, and if you're trying to be good and not eat out all the time, which I'm still in the process of doing, then obviously you'll know it'll take a while to actually make something. So one thing you can do, while you're making whatever the heck you want, you can get your intake of protein by just having a spoonful of peanut butter. It'll hold you over while you're cooking and get your protein. It's a win-win. Obviously, this is a no-brainer to talk about, but one thing that's really, really important, especially if you're training a lot like I am, stretch. So one thing I do is throughout the week, one of the studios I go to, they actually offer a stretching class twice a week, so I try to go to those. But if I can't, I will usually stretch out at home, or whenever I get the chance. I actually do keep some yoga mats in my room, and then I'll try to stretch whenever I can. I did make a deep stretching video back in February. I will link that down below, but if you want me to do another one, an updated one, let your girl know. If you are like me, obviously, I would also suggest going to a yoga class. I usually do better when someone is there telling me what to do. So if your dance studio doesn't offer a stretching class, or you can't find that offers one, definitely going to yoga, doing a restorative yoga class, or just anything that's deep stretching would definitely help a lot. And yeah, that's something I usually do because I try to stretch by myself, but it usually doesn't work. I definitely need someone there with me. And I've tried doing them on YouTube, but obviously I'm in the comfort of my own home, I'm by myself, so I could easily just press pause or stop anytime, and it doesn't cost me anything. But if you go somewhere, you are paying for that class and you are actually there, you're not in your house, so it does cost money. But if you are like me, it is kind of worth the investment. So this has actually been my best friend when my back is hurting, killing me, or just if my cramps are really bad on my period. I use heating pads. I get these at Walgreens. They do have them at Target, but I always find that Walgreens are always stocked up more, so that's just where I go. But yeah, I started using them for just my periods when I have cramps, but they also offer them for your back and your shoulders or your neck. So I started stocking up on those as well. But honestly, you can put these anywhere. I stuck this in the back of my bra once. But yeah, I find that just heat in general kind of just helps loosen me up a little bit. and not just relieve pain, but like also like help me move better, kind of just heal the muscles a little more so I'm not like tight. Obviously, like I think like back in the day, like when I get sore, I don't do anything about it. Like, oh, sore is the new sexy. Like, okay, obviously yes, but if you are working out regularly, you're gonna want to take care of your muscles more, especially like when you're in pain, because you want to be doing, because you don't want to injure yourself, and second of all, like you want to be able to work out when you want to. So yeah, so again, I don't really get into fitness for the sake of losing weight or anything like that. Like I work out so much now that my body actually craves it. If you watch my vlogs, like you've heard me say that like 5 million times. So this is something that I've been doing a lot, like really taking care of just my muscles, like and getting into self-care, like which I am a huge fan of anyway, but like I really want to make sure I'm taking care of myself so I can prevent injury and I can just easily get back out there and do my best. So in addition to using heating pads, one thing I do all the time is take baths. I love taking baths, and really the benefit of taking an actual bath is like you're training your entire body. And if you are trained like I am, if you don't know, I do cross train in 5 different genres, so I am sore all the time in like millions of different places on a regular basis. So that's why I love taking like full baths. And usually what I do is I usually put on some Epsom salts. So one brand that I've been using all the time is the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt. These are actually my 2 favorite ones. So this is the Muscle Recovery Soap. So this is Whole Body Relief. This one has arnica, menthol, and eucalyptus. Honestly, any like Epsom salt will help. That's what it's meant to do, relieve muscle pain. But this one's been my all-time favorite. So this is the Wellness Therapy. And this one has rosemary and mint. And the rosemary and mint are meant to promote just body wellness in general. So I usually like fill in like 2 cups of this like in my bathtub. And then also it gives me a good excuse to use a Lush bath bomb. And I usually like sit in the bath for like maybe 20 to 30 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually watching. I have a little stool and I put it here so I can stick my iPad there and like watch TV or YouTube. I do this all the time. And not only does it help relieve pain, it gives you some me time. And then also I do this because my apartment complex does have a hot tub, but I actually prefer to go into their hot tub because this bathtub is a little small, and when you use the hot tub, like you can actually spread out, but the downside is you can't use your salts. So I kind of like usually like try to balance it in between the 2. Like when I do use the bathtub, I can only really do my upper body for the most part because again, this tub is tiny. But when I go in the hot tub, I'm able to do the full body, and also the jets of the hot tub can massage your body, which is why, like now that I'm older, I finally understand why they have hot tubs in gyms. I thought that was a luxury thing, but like, it's really like important for your health. So yes, that's something I love doing. It gives me good me time. Literally, one thing I love to do is like add a bunch of videos to my watch later. And then I play that while I'm in the tub, so that way I don't have to skip it. Like I can just stay where I am. And yeah. So I don't do this one as often, but I feel like this would be a good one to do. So another thing that I would recommend trying is a hot rocks massage. So I've never actually done the full body one, but sometimes at my nail salon, they'll include it for the pedicure. So usually what they do is they take like 2 big stones like this size. I just collect these from the beach. And then they'll just like massage up against your calf, and it feels so nice. So I feel like at some point I should do a video on like what it's like to at some point I should do a video on what it's like to actually do a full hot rock massage, but I imagine it's amazing, and so far I've had a good experience just on my calves. So I'll think about doing that as a video at some point. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that in because I'm sure a lot of other people do that as well. Alright, and then the last thing I normally do is usually like rolling yourself out with a little ball. This can be a lacrosse ball, a racquetball, or really like any small one that's like a little bouncing. I don't think a tennis ball would work though. But actually I just use racquetballs. You can get them literally anywhere. I got these at Target. And normally what I do with these, like one thing I normally do is I'll go up against the wall and like do my shoulder blades, and then I usually roll them with my feet on the floor, and this really helps to arch your feet. If you are pointing your feet a lot, I would definitely highly recommend doing that. Especially I am taking ballet and I've been doing it a lot more often since I've gotten here. So I find this really important, just to roll out your feet, especially because you're gonna be pointing your feet a lot and it can hurt. So highly recommend doing that. And usually they're super cheap. They come in a pack of 3. So you can really do in more than one like area at once. Or if you want like a deeper like roll massage, you do like one side on. The possibilities are endless. So highly recommend doing that. Alright, that is it for this video. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up so that way I will know to do more. I will also link the rest of the series down below so you can watch all of the videos. And I will see you next time. Bye!